Hello my friends, welcome to Code Guy channel. This is the video about one more certification project, build a hash table. I did this project a week ago and all the code you can find in my GitHub repository in a link below. Hash table, it is a data structure where you store your data by key value pairs. Here we will create a hash table class where we will have hash function. This hash function will take a sum of the Unicode values for each character of the key. And these values will be stored as the actual key to store the associated value. This picture of hash table representation, you can see how does it actually happen. In this particular example, we have name that going through our hash function, and we get a key value pair access through these hash values. In the picture example, hash values will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hash value, it's a dictionary itself, so we have dictionary inside dictionary. Let's start coding. First of all, let's define hash table class. This class will have a init method that accepts only self. In the body of init method, we have collection attribute that is an empty dictionary. This collection is the first layer that will be content all the dictionaries. Now we need to write a hash method that will create a hashed value of the key. Like in our picture example, keys from 0 to 7. Hash method will take a string as a parameter, return a number. To create this number, our hash value, we need to use the sum function that will take all the elements of the list and sum them together. Then we need to take our string and iterate through each character of the string. Each character, meanwhile, will be turned to Unicode by using ORD function. Check if we are doing everything right so far. We passed tests from 1 to 5. Let's continue. Now we need to create add method that will add value to our hash table. Method will take three parameters: self, key, and value. First of all, we need to create hash key. So we will define value hashed key and assign it to the self hash key value. Then, as you remember, our hash table, it is a dictionary of dictionaries. Then, as a first step, we need to check if our hash key is already present in the collection. If it is not present, then we need to create a new one by adding if statement. If hash key not in a self collection hashed key equals a new dictionary. If this hash key is already exist, then we need to add new key value to this. Let's check how it's working. The tests 6 and 7 are passed. Next step we need to do it is create the remove method. This method will take self and key as parameters. The method will create hash key as previous one and check by this hash key if this element is present in a self collection. If it is present, we remove it. If it is not, it doesn't supposed to create any errors. So we'll create hash key. The first if statement, if hash key in self collection, will make sure that our hash key is present in the collection. If it doesn't, that method will not do anything and we're not gonna get error. And we need to look through our hashed key dictionaries collection. If key in self collection hashed key, then delete self collection hashed key. Then we create if statement for our internal hashed key dictionary. If this dictionary under our hashed key is empty now, we need to delete all this dictionary itself. Let's run the tests. Looks like everything is working because our error message says that we don't have lookup method. Lookup method will return our value stored in our hash table. The value doesn't exist, it will return none. First of all, we again create hash key by using our hash method. Then we are checking if our hash key in our self collection. If our key passing as a parameter in our lookup method is in the self collection hashed key, then return it. If not, then return none. Okay, we passed all the tests. Thank you for watching. I hope it was useful for you. See you next time. Bye bye.